What's up, guys? It's May 4th, 2025. Why do I keep saying May? It's June 4th, 2025. We're halfway done with the year. Man, I hope you guys are having a good year. Good day. Today was a challenging day, I'm not gonna lie. It's hot out in San Francisco. We had a range day. There's a bunch of customers at work today. I work in the garden department at Lowe's, so whenever it's sunny out, we get thrashed with people asking questions about flowers. If you guys don't know about flowers, shoot me a DM on Discord. I know all about perennials and annuals. Anyways, let's talk about the charts. Trading range day. Big up, big down. Big up, big down. Big up, big down. We stayed within the... We put a high and low in really fast, I think within the first 30 minutes. That tripped me up. Yeah, within 35 minutes, we had the high and the low put in. That made it a little bit harder for me because I was going for just like a little bit extended targets today. And, I had a hard time. Yeah, I took a loss in the overnight session, and I think I was trying to make it back up, and that made it harder. I did walk away green. I caught, I think, 3 scalps at the end of the day. I caught this leg down. I caught some long here and a short here, and then I was good to go. So that's good, but still challenging, just taxing on the day. By the time you're ready to get long, it's short. The time you think it's going to spill over, it's long, and then vice versa. I am in a trade right now, 50% pullback trade. The problem is, let me know if you guys use Tradeify on TradingView, because I entered here, so that was a winning position. But you guys see my P&L nothing ever happened to the P&L. That's starting to annoy me for some reason. I'm starting to trade more 50% pullbacks. I was just talking about it in the Discord, and so here's a good example. Prior to 50% pullbacks, I would put my order here and go for 1 hour of this bar. 50% pullback, not from a monetary perspective, but so many times I wouldn't get filled just by a couple ticks on this trade. And look, by the 50% pullback, I sat through 1 point of drawdown and I still got the trade. And with that being said, 50% pullbacks can be traded more on a fractal. I mean, any setup can be fractal. It's just easier for me to see a 50% pullback on. So if we have, this is not a good example. Okay, yeah, I traded 50% pullback here. I didn't get filled. Super annoying. So you could trade a 50% pullback here. You get filled and it's out. Or you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an 8-bar channel. There's a bear bar, so that ends the channel. You can say, I want to trade a 50% pullback of this channel. Now, this is a lot of risk. Wow, that's interesting. So, wait, I want to see, would we be stopped out? Here. I always put it 1 tick below. Okay, so we would get stopped out in the open. So, but you guys get what I'm saying? If you're looking for the channel actually ends here. So you would get filled here, and then if you didn't get stopped out, the channel goes right there. You might be able to scalp out, but this is an extreme example. I probably should have shown a better example. So the winning trade I took today, I saw this channel. I was like, okay, yeah, I want 50% of this. I don't know if I went from the low to the high. So right here, that's a way better example. The first example is bad. So here's the channel, opposite bar. I got filled and exited right here. So that was a manual exit because I saw it stalling and we're in a trading range. But that's a good example of trading 50% because on a higher time frame, this is just 1 bar, which brings me back to how this is just 1 bar. So you guys get it. It's easier for me to trade on a fractal perspective, and I just got burned doing this, but I tried to go for 1 R. So I did it with this bar here. I thought it would be a good, at least 1 R the way it closed. So I saw the close. I got filled here and it would have exited me, but I put so I went for 1.5 R. Either way, neither of the targets were hit, but look, if I had just stuck to the 1-to-1, it would have been a 1-2 bar trade. So there's just a little more options. I'm not throwing away the other 2 systems I trade because there's a time and place for everything. I am working on this type of system here. I'm not this system won't this trade setup not going to be in the breakdown for the members this weekend. It's going to be, but it's a trading range. It's the same concept. Break out of this trading range. This trading range gets 1 R. I put a limit order right here. I go for the same thing. Stop down here. Everything I do I try and make it very similar. I use 1R to measure momentum. I look for support and resistance flips, and yeah, I want to get long again, so I'm just keeping an eye on that. Huh, that's weird. Okay, so let's just talk about the chart. I have a quick one today. Here's the weekly chart. Here's the daily chart. What is it? Today's Wednesday, so we're halfway. Today's Wednesday, so we're halfway done with the week. The market's trending higher. We have a bull bar. It's a small bull bar. Oh, look at the concept right here. 50% pullback. We'll see this bar. They think it's shot to get a pullback. I mean, it's shot to retest the highs. Bears short here. They buy more here. They get out there, and that's our trade. We're buying. We're bears trying to get out at break even. So I do like trades. I like trading around trap traders. It works because two type traders are doing the same thing. In this case, trap bears were gonna buy the 50% to get out at break even. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna set up another another 50% trade here. Bottom of the spike, the high. I've been trying to keep my risk more contained. I was betting a little bit bigger last night, and I shouldn't have, and that sent me into not a full-blown spiral, but I sized up a little too much, and then I took a hit, and then I made it back by the end of the day. So it wasn't ridiculous because I was able to make it back, but it was just something that is a bad habit. So try to keep it between $50 and $100 risk. And yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Because I'm trying to stop the motion. Every time I was very close to a payout. Every time I get close to a payout, I just go on. I take like 2 or 3 losses, and I try and make it back in one trade to get to that payout, and then I go down. And I think yesterday I was close to the payout. I think yesterday was the start of me going downhill. I went to sleep, and I just was like, I need to wake up and trade the system, and it was tough because I took a couple losses before I got profitable. So that's where I'm at, very close to payouts, and then I would take a couple losing trades, size up, and it goes downhill. So I've been talking a lot today. Hope you guys don't mind, but you guys know where I'm at. I'm starting to realize a lot of you are more concerned about the trade setups than the actual daily breakdown. Daily breakdowns are not going to start, but I'm not going to stop. But I am going to try and chime in more trade setups. So leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. This bar shot to get the second leg, and it does. Bulls get their second leg, and they get it close above the high. The high is no, they don't get it close above yesterday's bar. They don't get it close above this bar. Okay, so the weekly bar has 2 more days. They could very well close, or this could end up just being a high 1 in a trading range. Well, this is the high 1. This is going to become high 2. This is a high 1 because it's a rally, pull back, first high, pull back, high 2. It's a high 2 if we break the high. So we'll see what happens for the bulls. They obviously want that rally to keep going. Daily chart on the right. Have leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. This breakout, leg 3 is a trading range, and we broke out of that trading range. So here's that other trade, that other setup I was just talking about, the one that I haven't back tested yet. See, it works. Price action is fractal. It is so cool. So there's a trading range here, or you can make it even smaller. So from this low to that high is a trading range. It breaks out. It goes a little bit past it. We retest here. Could say that low was retested. You could say this high was retested, and then 1 hour was made within 2 bars. See, same type of trade, different time frame. Price action is fractal. Okay, let's get to the daily breakdown, which you guys actually came here for. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear more about daily breakdowns and trade setups, because I am open to talking about either one. The trade setup, the daily breakdowns kind of do bore me once in a while, so I try and mix it up with trade breakdowns because I think that's where the demand is at. Big gap up, bar 1 is follow through bar 2. Problem with this is I think we were in chain range. We had a bull trend yesterday. Gap up could be a last leg. This is the first trend line break. Higher low, gap up makes a new high. What is the market cycle? The market cycle is breakout, channel, trading range. This leg puts us in a trading range because it's a bull leg and then a bear leg against the bull leg. Then we go sideways, then we gap up to the trading range highs. We gap up past trading range highs. is yesterday's high. Trading range days, the open can be a magnet. So if we price goes away, you could trade back to it. Price goes away, trade back to it. Price goes away, trade back to it. Trade back to it. Trade back to it. Blue line, open of the day. Bar 1, bull bar closing on its high, fall through bar 2. Bar 3, bear bar closing on its low, but it's a first reversal. I think I got filled on that. No, maybe I did. I can't remember. I took a win and a loss pretty early in the morning. Or might have been an overnight session. Bar 4, bull bar closing on its high. Already we have lots of overlap. Bar 5, bear bar closing on its low, and then we have a small bar, bar 6. It's an inside bar. If you're long here, I think it's okay to get out because right now we're trading above yesterday's high, getting bad follow through 3 and 5, and bar 6 is a small bar. Bar 7, big bear bar breaking out below the range right around here. My dog just sneezed. Sorry if you guys can hear that. He sneezes like a human. It's so funny. It breaks out. Gap. Bulls are now trapped. Look, the gap lines up at support. Bar 8 becomes climactic. Sells off and rallies. We're around the yesterday's low, 77. That's not yesterday's low. We're around the trading range right here. Bar 77 is low. A little bit higher. Then we rally for 2 legs. 9, bull bar closing on its high. Trading range behavior, gaps get closed. 10, follow through. 11 is the first pullback. And then it gets bought. Bar 12 becomes climactic, testing the apex, the middle of this trading range. Then we have a deep pullback, 3 bear bars, strong to get second leg down, and it does. It actually gets 3 legs down. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3. Wedge bottom, testing support, testing right around the high of 9. Rallies for 2 legs. Leg 1, rallies for 3 legs. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3. Wedge top. There's a wedge top right here. There's a wedge top right here, and there's a triple top right here with the middle being lower. Sells off for 3 to 4 legs down. I like this trade wherever I got short. I think I got short here and exited here. 21, bear bar closing on slow after a wedge top in a trading range, and then gets follow through 22, 23, 24. Bear bar closing on slow, strong to get follow through. But after we have 3 bars in one direction, the probabilities for a pullback go up. So although 24 is strong to get follow through, I think the probabilities for a pullback are higher before a continuation. 25, 26 is that pullback, 2-legged pullback, and then even 3 legs, leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3 on 27. Wedge top after a bear leg down, there's enough momentum. Wedge top, bull strike 3 times, sells off, climactic 27. 27 is really big, could be a profit taking bar. Bears buying back shorts. Second leg traps are common in trading ranges, leg 1, pullback, leg 2. There's a fractal leg here, leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3. Right into the low of 9. This is the rally started down here, but the first bull bar started down here. Where are we? 28, 29, 30. 30 is the bear bar, but has a tail. And then we see a pullback. 31, follow through 32 and 33. We now have 3 legs down. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3, pullback, leg 4. I got trapped here. I wanted to take this short. I think I took the 50% level. Filled. Came right down. My target was 1 tick past 33 and then trapped out. And then I sat in this long forever. Never got filled. I moved it up to somewhere where I didn't get filled again. And then, oh, you guys saw it was on NASDAQ. That's why it looks so funny. And then I got filled right around here and I took a short. 37, 38, 39, 40. Bull bars closing on their high. Strong to get second leg down. That makes 41 the first reversal. First reversals always, no. First reversals generally fail. Nothing is always in the markets. 42, you can see that bulls wanted to buy 41. As soon as it closed, they bought it. Started the next rally, 43. Another gap, trapping bears. Again, look at where gaps line up at resistance. At a swing, that's resistance. Follow through, 44, 45. 1, 2, 3, 4 bull bars. 46 is that first reversal in correlation to these bull bars. In correlation to these bull bars, it's a first reversal. In the overall grand scheme of things, it's the second reversal and we're entering the third leg. Man, market's rallying. Look at that. Look at my entry was right here. That would have been a good swing. Instead, I swung short. I was thinking that this was the trading range lows. But, you know, I don't really go for more than 1-to-1, so it is what it is. 51 breaks the trend line, so now we have a leg 1, pull back leg 2. The leg 2 goes up to here. You know what? There's a trend line break on 46 actually. So leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, pull back leg 4. Look at this slope of 49 to 50. That's steep, and then it's a deep pullback here, which overall breaks this trend line, the 48 low trend line. It goes for 2 legs, leg 1, pull back leg 2. Here's another wedge top. Push 1, push 2, push 3. Wedge top right into resistance, and it sells off for the rest of the day. 56, bear bar closing on slow. 57, bear bar closing above its midpoint with a tail. So I think this is where I got filled long on NASDAQ, right around there. Or it was the 50% mark. You guys saw it. Excuse me. 57, 58. Rallies and sells off. There's more sellers at the highs, and we know that through this tail. And this sells off down here and then rallies. Now we have 2 bear bars at trading range highs, but we have 3 bull bars. So at this moment in time, the bears are pretty weak. Bar 61, bear bar closing on slow, and then immediate pullback 62, 63. So you can see that even though there's 2 bear bars in a row, followed by 3 bull bars, bear bar closing on slow, followed by 2 bear bars. So before we start to see the breakdown, it still, in my opinion, looks bullish, but context is slowly stacking towards the bears because we're at trading range highs. 60, where are we? 63. Did I say 63 this whole time? 64, bear bar closing on slow. 65 sells off and then rallies. That becomes a bear leg because there's a rally in here and there's a trend line break. 66 doesn't make a new low, so this is a tricky one because 67 does break the trend line here. So you could say leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, and then we do go sideways. So much smaller time frame, there's your market cycle. You could also argue leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3 because 70 makes a new low right here, 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 and here. Wedge bottom, that goes for a rally, but the rally's not very strong with all this selling pressure. 71 rallies to the EMA and sells off. 72 is an inside bar. If you're trading past 72, that's 30 minutes to market close. So either you're in profits or you're trying to make back profits. I don't think there's not the randomness. The way we avoid the morning is also how we kind of avoid bar 72 and beyond. But by all means, if you're profitable, I've traded past bar 72 plenty of times. I was profitable and wanted to keep trading, and it is what it is. But if you're deep red trading past bar 72, I think that's when we have to ask ourselves, are we trading to trade our setups, or are we trying to make back? And I've blown accounts trying to do this, try to make back my loss here in this small time frame where the market is generally more 50-50. In this case, it was directional, so it would work out if you slam short. But for the most part, look at bar 72 here. That's a hard trade to trade. That's a hard box. Bar 72. Another hard one. Big up, big down. Where's the next bar 72? Bar 72, climactic. So, and then look at the overlap with 76, 77, 75, 76, 77, 78. Bar 72. You could trade this. I think I traded on this day. What day? Thursday? Maybe I got filled long here. That is a setup, and it works in that case, but you guys get the idea. Waterfall, end of the day, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 76, 76, 77, 78, and then it goes sideways. I'm going to count these legs right here. So leg 1 from the breakout, because remember on a smaller time frame, this is a trading range, so we're going to break out, market cycle count, resets. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, and then we go sideways. So yeah, tough day. A couple of you messaged me on Discord saying you had a tough day, and I had a tough day too. It was hard. I don't know how I finished green. I was pretty red from last night. Let me show you guys the trades. Oh, I was on 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐞 again. Yeah, so I got short here. I think I was going for 1-to-1. I think time I go for 1-to-1. No, look. So I got short, filled here, and I put my thing one tick below, so I never got filled here. Market starts to rally. I pretty much hit out at the exact spot I was going to get stopped out. See this really big bar, I'm like, okay, I think the 50% level is going to get tested, at least for something. And then I got slammed on 272. When I saw 272, I was like, oh crap. My stop loss was right one tick below here. I was like, oh crap, I should put my stop loss here or here. But I felt kind of odd just moving it because of this big slam. So I was like, if I'm gonna get if it's gonna go, I can at least get out of break even. And then what is that? 174, 175 happens. And I missed my opportunity to get out of break even. And then bam, I get stopped out. It hesitated here. I almost rebought my position to go back for the full R, but I was like, that's not really my setup. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is bearish. Actually, I read the market wrong. This was climactic. So then I take this trade right here. And I don't know why. I just got so annoyed that same situation. So I'm going for 1 R of this. And then I get ticked out here. And then I miss my break even thing. And that just annoyed me. Then I tried to size up one time. And I think I did size up. But then I just hit out and I took a loss, and then it went straight to my target. I think the trade I was looking for was it was getting late last night. I was trying to program all day. Yeah, I sized up right around here and I got out right there, kind of how right before this hit my stop, I did the same thing and then go straight to my target. And I was exhausted. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's trading too late. So took today kind of easy, and then ended up being today's price action was tough anyways. So you guys have a good one. Hope you enjoy these things. Again, let me know in the comments. Are you guys here for the daily breakdowns? Are you trying to learn more about trade setups? Let me know where you are in your trading. I hate saying journey. It's so corny, but let me know where you are in your trading timeline, how long you've been trading, what you're looking to get out of these videos. If you're watching it, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all the members. I got a new members video dropping this weekend. It's going to be my trade setups. It's going to be all 3, but I'm really focusing more on 50% pullbacks, more so like the last 2 weeks. So hope you guys have a good one. Talk to you tomorrow. If you learned something, share the show. Don't be a hoe. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye.